I don't get it. This car's been to Firestone. They did some brakes and stuff, calipers, rotors, pads. Problem not starting. There we go. Replace battery. Why? Why is this so tough? Why is it so hard for people to test the battery? I don't get it. You can't test the battery after it's been running for like any period of time. You have to wait a little bit. Then you can test it, and then you're going to find out that it's bad. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to do a draw test just to show you something, and then we're going to get on with our lives. How about that? All right, so this 13 Elantra that we just tested the battery on, complaint was no start. There we go. Sounds like a weak battery. Let's jump it. I don't know why it's hard for these shops. I don't know, whatever they are. Other locations of automotive service and parts sales. Like we talked about this the other week. Jumper cables connect. Don't flip them. The new like lithium jump packs are nice, the little ones, because they won't let you, well, they'll let you put it on backwards, but it won't even do anything. It's got some wizardry in there that, there we go. It's got some wizardry circuits in there that doesn't allow it to be jumped backwards. Okay, so I looked up, I got a punch in the VIN because this is a H6. I just typed in the year, make, model, and it said a H5, so this battery might be too big. Also, you know, that's no good. It's missing the hold down there. That's unsafe. You get an accident. That's like lead and acid, like acid gonna fly around and burn everyone. All right, we'll do this here in a minute. But first, just so you see, alternator is charging. 14 and something volts. All right, back at our Hyundai with the battery issue. Ran out of time yesterday to put this in, so I'll just do it right now. 10 millimeter. Remember, it didn't have the battery hold down, so nothing to really hold on to. Be careful with these battery sensors here, that you don't bend the wires too much. Get this out of here. It's even the wrong size too. They put an H6 in here. This calls for H5. Not that that really matters, but maybe that's why they didn't put the hold down in. Even though it should be the same size. Actually, it is a bit narrower, so that might be what happened. All right. So I'm going to brush inside these guys. It had a little bit of grease. Someone put that on there. I don't like to do that. See, there's some grease right here. Not recommended. Get a good connection without it, so you don't really have to do that. And then I'll put this in here. I'll try to get one of these or recommend that to them for maybe the future. And we'll put this in, start it up. Then we'll take this negative back off and do a draw test to show you that. Here is my meter and Lyle drain tester tool. It's fused on both leads. It has a bypass. I labeled them 1, 2, start with 1, then flip to 2 later. So I start this on amps, and then I'll move this to milliamps probably when things go to sleep, just so it doesn't pop fuses. Let's start this car first. Battery is connected. Remember, it would not start yesterday. Starts just fine. like to leave the windows down in case funky things happen. So to do a drain test, disconnect the negative, clip this on, turn the meter to amps. Alright, so we have 0.2 amps, which is 200 milliamps. Things are still awake because I just closed the door. This will take a few minutes, and that should drop down to, you want to see 50 milliamps or less. So if that says 0.05 or less, then I'm going to call that good. And that is really all a draw test is. Some cars can take quite a while, some 20-30 minutes for everything to go to sleep. Most of those are things with, you know, complex like electrical modules or something, luxury type cars, things like that. But this one should be pretty quick. It already there we go. So everything's asleep. 0.02 amps, so that's 20 milliamps. And like I said, should be less than 50, and 20 is less than 50, so we are good. This car has no drain. The only problem was the battery. I don't know why a place like that can't figure that out, or whatever. I don't know. That's what we're here for. We're here to fix stuff as correctly as we can. Battery hold down, I just got off the phone with Hyundai. That'll be here in a few days. Customer, I'll have just have them prepay it, and then I'll have them show up, zip it in there for them. But if you don't have that, then all this moving around, especially with the battery sensor here, can flex the cable. Breaking it can loosen up these connections. It kind of like acts like a wrench. Same thing here. But yeah, that drain test, battery replaced. This car is good to go. I don't even need to keep that connected anymore. Just need to put this back on. Always try to spin your cables when they're reconnected. Make sure they're not loose. And thank you for watching again. Thanks. So I pulled this car around front. I'm pretty excited. As I was pulling it out, I heard a ding on the ground. My battery hold down must have been hiding in there. Thanks for whoever didn't screw it back in. Thanks, but I got it. So I'm gonna cancel that order with Hyundai. Put this in here. I got a couple bolts. It's either a 6 or an 8 mil. It's hard to see down there, but we will get this battery held down nice and tight and be done with this repair. Thank you for watching, guys.